Hello and welcome back to the Fate of Iberia. So we are waiting for our liege to basically leave this mortal coil so that his land will split into multiple kingdoms. We're expecting it to look something a little bit like this. We expect for this part of it though to be a little bit further over here, and obviously the top part is part of a different realm, so that's probably not going to be split off. But essentially it's gonna look something a bit like that. Which is going to be interesting, because then we're going to hold a significant amount of land in a much smaller kingdom, which should mean that our opportunities to advance upwards will be larger. We'll have more potential things that we can do. In other news, if we look over here, I just want to show you this one. So if we convert an involved ruler or county, we will get 5 progress towards hostility. This was something that I just thought I'd bring up because people were asking about conversions and why I was doing them and things like that. I'm doing them because it leads into hostility, and because if they don't like us as righteous, then they'll be mad. The reason I wasn't converting righteous ones is because I felt that, you know, given there's no opinion hit, I'll just recruit them and then we have more people in our court. I suppose I could convert them and recruit them if it's possible, and then we're pushing this even further forward. We're not really in a position to do anything when it turns to hostility right now, so I'm not really feeling like we need to rush it, but hey, maybe we push it a little bit further along. Right, let me clear out those things there. We already know that we're going to lose land when things happen. Oh, it suggests I create a dissolution faction. No, you're absolutely incorrect. A land will split up into many parts when he dies. Then we could create the dissolution faction and it might work, but I think we're fine right now. So, unpause? Yeah. There we go, we just let it run. We're currently doing a building, aren't we? Oh, our wife is pregnant, fantastic. But yes, we are currently doing a building. The prince has shown me the ins and outs of siegecraft. As we stand perched over a miniature fortress, my final test is to describe how I would most effectively seize it. Okay. 60% chance I'm successful. Let's go. Hey, we did it. We're now a military engineer. Wonderful. So that means that the siege phase time is reduced. Yeah. So when we're sieging, each, there's multiple phases during a siege. It just makes them quicker. It doesn't necessarily make the siege quicker. I think it just gives you more opportunities for good things to happen during the siege. I might be slightly wrong on that one. It's been a while since I looked into it. Right, we have another daughter. Wonderful. We could potentially marry her off. I don't really see a reason to rush into that until we run into a problem. We have another wife who is pregnant, so we're going to end up with, well, more children, I would assume. Hey, somebody's got more opinion of me. That's this prince. It might end up being good if if they are in line to inherit some land. Yeah, they're in line to inherit actually the land that we're going to be under, we think. So yeah, the opinion gain is quite nice there. There's the Hunter's Lodge finished, which triggered another 3 towards the hostility phase. Right. Ooh. Dynasty Legacy. Ooh, one thing I want to check, actually. Is, are we allowed to raid? I was just curious. I don't see anything about us being allowed to raid or not raid. Let me just see. If I click on a bit of land here. No, so I don't have raised raiders, so okay, I don't think we're allowed to raid. I just thought I would check before we do this, because some of these have good things for raiding. So, Metropolitan. I don't think I've seen this one before, but I don't often play as clans, so that's probably the reason why. Every city gets benefits, you get different traits, city benefits, city benefits, city benefits, don't care. House members will not need a salary when appointed to a court position and can be fired without losing prestige. That's actually really good. That means we can fill all of our court positions. That's great. Gain 10% of the primary skill from counselors belonging to your house. Huh. That's also pretty good. That's kind of sticking within your house. Gain more prestige when contributing to a house member's war. Share secrets between members of the house. Dynasty members can disinherit their children. Alright. I don't think we need language. Warfare is also generally pretty good. You get prowess and knight efficiency. Or effectiveness. It just seems generally good. Dread gain is cool with natural dread. Desirable match as well for the marriage acceptance can be really, really good. Potentially. If you get the right marriages. I think I'm going to take Inner Circle, though. I like the idea of being able to fill up our... being able to fill up our positions here. So, like, Court Physician, what I can do is I can go, alright, do I have any house members who could fill that? Like, it would have to be somebody who's, like, here, but I go, who has the highest learning? You. Are you too young? Or are you not? You're not in my court, I see. Too far away to interact with. Maybe next generation it's going to be good. Are you my vassal? Yeah, okay. So is there anything I can make you do? Don't think so. I think it has to be unlanded, right, for all of these? Yeah. So right now it's not incredibly useful, but it will be in a generation's time when we have a bunch more children hanging around. Oh, there we go. Court Jester. We can make that our brother. Wait, is he going to be unhappy about being made the Court Jester? Maybe. Let's see if there are any other ones we can fill in. Is this currently the only one we could give to somebody? That seems like it's just going to make people very annoyed at us. But it would give us more court grandeur change. And it would give us a court grandeur bonus. Not that we care about either of those because we don't have a court. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to just chill on that one there. If I click on him, does that say... It still says he has a salary. I'm assuming it just doesn't actually come out at the end of the month. Yeah, he would dislike that. Okay, well, next generation. Next generation, we can totally do this. Once we have children who can fulfill these tasks. Another daughter. Wow, lots and lots of children. I suppose we do have 3 wives. Well, 2 wives? Yeah, 2 wives currently. 3 wives on the way. Counties and populist factions. Oh, so they've joined a faction against our liege. Okay. Ooh, there is a dissolution faction against our liege, actually. Interesting. Just seeing who's in it. So you're in it for 470. You're in it for 1,450. So it's about 2,000. How strong is our liege? 3,000. Yeah, so if we join, it can fire, but we'll lose the war. Oh wait, I did miss one actually. How strong are you? They contribute 0% towards the power. Well, I think that probably tells us everything we need to know. How's your health? Still feeling fine. Okay, cool. How long till we can do a building here? And get another 100 levies? Sure, let's do that. At least advance ourselves a little bit. Right. Anything else we need to do? Designate a guardian for our daughter. What's she doing? Stewardship? That sounds fine. Wife can do it. Right. No problem. So that's another catalyst triggered. The populist revolt has risen up, but I would hope that our liege will deal with it. Yeah, they should have enough troops. Hey, new perk. And get another 4 knights. I don't think we have enough people in our court for that, but let's do it anyway. Yeah, it's going to say, yeah, few Faris. Cool. How many do we currently have? We currently have 6 of 10. Yeah, so we could recruit this guy. It costs 25. That's a little bit much. Okay. It looks like we should have more than 6 out of 10, though. Oh, we do have 10 out of 10. Cool. It just hadn't calculated it yet. Offering release. The Sheik responded to my... To my surprise, the Sheik has corresponded with my councillors to arrange a day for myself to take off some of the pressure I've been under. In the end, I spent it following a suggestion from Muhammad himself, getting some distance and perspective to reassess my priorities. Awesome. Right. Anything here? Children lack guardians, too. My son and heir. 100%. I mean, I like the thought, but we're not doing intrigue. We're doing diplomacy out of those 2 options. Intrigue would be cool, but we're not really in the position to do it. And our wife will educate him. Our daughter, she can do learning. I'm not really that bothered. She's already betrothed, so we'll just send her off. There we go. Right. Purchase truce. You and I should be friends. Wait, who are you? You would like a truce with me. You're going to pay me 50 gold. Sure? I was trying to see if there was a catch, but no, I think we just earned 50 gold. Okay, I'll take it. Well, numerous attempts to carry my favour have not gone unnoticed. I cannot feel but irritated by Sheikh Muhammad's some interest in me. I cannot shake the feeling that man's intentions are not pure. He's our brother. Sure, we can get a friendship. I'm not worried about getting the extra stress. Are we looking here? It's getting closer to conciliation, but much, much closer to hostility. Cool. Liege won the war. We're very happy about that, because otherwise we would have lost land. Liege is still feeling fine. Okay. It's fine. No problem. Guardian for our next child. Sure, it can be you. I'm not really that bothered about who educates the children. We gained a level of stress. So I could partake of this herb, losing stewardship and learning. Gets a stress lost in opinion. I could become a flagellant for a tiny health penalty. Or I'll be strong and resist these impulses. I'll just be strong and resist these impulses. We could go on a hunt. That would lower our stress by 30. It's not really enough. How about feast? It's again by 30. Might increase our liege's opinion. Hunt is much cheaper. Let's go on a hunt. See whether we can get that last bit of stress off. The hunting trip has been less than fruitful. Some of our party appear to have given up completely or attempting at making the best of a lovely day outside. But what on earth is my spy master doing? He is crouching down on the ground, humming cheerfully. My lord, look, there are many useful herbs and flowers here. This one can soothe aches, while this one aids in the recovery of a broken jaw, and this one is said to ward off gout. We can say, get back on your horse. What about this flower? Or are you practicing witchcraft? We're not going to make our spy master dislike us. I'm going to choose the middle option because then he doesn't dislike us. Cool. Now we get some prestige. We're still a little bit over the stress level. We might need to do a feast as well. Don't really want to do that, but we might have to. Okay, well, people are having affairs. I'm not really that worried about it. What was this one? Inefficient census. We get less holding taxes. Ah, kind of annoying. Level of fame went up, though. We're now distinguished. We get an extra knight. Fantastic. Third in line to inherit the Sheikdom of Merida. That my brother's one. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Point of view. This guy has approached me today. This guy has approached me today, demanding that the recently converted mosque faces the wrong direction. As a former church, the mosque faces east, preventing the construction of a mihrab to guide followers to face the holy city. He argues that it is practically impossible to administer a proper service in these conditions and asks that we grant some funds to have the entire building rotated in the right direction. Wait a second. Could you not just, put a different entrance on or something? Anyway, 50 gold to do this. We get a correct temple. Gets popular opinion, and the faith will change to this. So to our faith in the Sheikdom. Which, just to point out, is not my Sheikdom. So we don't get these benefits. Or we can spend 50 and this guy loses opinion of me. Wait a second, but yeah, you're not my vassal. Wait, are you? Let me just go. Yeah. So you're not actually my vassal, you're my brother's vassal. Oh, I don't care. Oh, go away. Right. A band of several hundred pale-skinned Saquiliba, enslaved men and women from the eastern reaches of Europe, have escaped the realm of my acquaintance. Is that not the person we just annoyed? No, that's somebody else. Right. Talk as he may about how treasured they were in his armies and his harem, they have braved many dangers to seek freedom in my land. We all have the scars, their leader Olga tells me, on our bodies or deep inside, but we are strong determined. We long for some land of our own where we can speak our ancestral tongue. If you let us settle in La Serena, we would work hard to make it prosper. This is a barony title, currently held by this dude. Alright. I could make you mayor, so that would give you that. We get 20 opinion. This guy doesn't like me because I've given away his title. And then we get holding taxes and defender advantage. You can stay, but your friends must go elsewhere. Alright. Or I will send you back to your master and we get a weak hook. I'm going to make you mayor. That's fine. Right. No problem. Declare wars. Again, we're not worrying about that right now. We're just chilling. Our liege will break apart, and then we have a moment. It's 59 right now. Still no negative health? None. A king for a bard. I'm in a tent at the encampment bordering the Sultanate of Al-Andalus, tasked with engaging the tensions between our realms. Suddenly a man enters the tent, demanding to see the new commander. Instinctively, I step forward. So you're the new commander. Very well, pick a challenge. The loser pays for the other camp's drinks tonight, says Al-Qazim, the commander of the foreign encampment, oblivious to the fact that I am Abd al-Rahman II and not a mere military leader. Okay. So I can say, you fool! And that makes him dislike us, and we get some prestige, some dread, and some martial lifestyle experience. We can do a learning challenge with poems. Non-lethal match. Okay, and we get additional lifestyle experience. Or why wait until the tavern let us compete by drinking ale? How strong is he? 13 versus our 8. So you beat us in a fight. Bring forth thou's nastiest poems about each other's lieges. Wait, no, there's a high chance we lose. Oh, never mind. That's the chance we lose at 73%. Well, I mean, he is a son of our liege. But on the other hand, I'm going to take this one. I get dread and a martial lifestyle experience. Sure, that seems fine. We're currently being raided. Not a lot we can do. I mean, we could fight him off, but we don't get a ton of benefits from it. I'm going to host a feast, which lowers our stress down to reasonable levels. Right. Hey, because our wife did it, we get direct vassal opinion up by 5, courtier and guest opinion up by 10, and we lose more stress. Disaster strikes. Well, we don't have money to do anything, so I'm going to gain 20 gold and lose some prestige from doing that. It does help pay for the feast somewhat. And then we get some more prestige at the end and everybody likes me. Wonderful. Designate a guardian for my son. He is doing a learning education. Does he have a better thing he could do? He could do diplomacy as well. I think I'm happier with diplomacy here. There we go. I'm not really worried about who's going to educate him as everybody in our court is bad. I could send him to a different court, but overall it doesn't make too much difference at this point. Martial perk available. So we've done all of this. We could go down here to get promising prospects, which would then allow us to have better marriages for our children. The rest after that doesn't matter too much to me. Yeah, although it's okay. Could go down this way and get like controlled territory advantages and try and get people to attack us. Like if we're planning on our liege attacking us, making us better at defending actually works well. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Asturias just lost a war. Oh, it's the same event. Okay, how good are you at fighting? Wait, are you not the same person? Okay. Well, I'm going to gain dread. And you're going to continue to dislike me? That's fine. I'll take it. Dread going up is always good. It's trending down right now because we're above our natural dread, but that's okay. Right. How's our liege looking health-wise? He's 61. Poor health. Okay, he might die at any moment. The delegation from Medellin slowly files out of my private chambers. Our long meeting finally over. The petitioners beg for money to repair the crumbling walls of the holding and have invoked my lordly duty to help them. I drum my fingers on the table, pondering whether to send them funds. Good fortifications are hideously expensive. Of course, if the walls are crumbling anyway, then I could always divert their existing stipend to more personal matters. So I can get professionally rebuilt walls, which gives us fort level plus popular opinion for 20 years. I lose 50 gold and we gain stewardship. I can get a 0% chance that I do this well. Okay. Or the money is for me and we get crumbling walls. I'll choose the top option. It's not ideal, but we'll take it. Right. Ooh, a new war. What's this war? You are in a liberty war against this person. Okay, so not a lot we're going to do about that. On to my event. There we go. A game of chess. You're worse at prowess. How are you at martial? You're worse at martial. I think we're going to win. I'm not sure. Oh, but chess it tells us, doesn't it? Yeah. So martial counters learning. Learning counters intrigue. Intrigue counters martial. So what do you have? So my martial is higher. So martial counters learning. My martial is higher than his learning. Let's go for the next one. Learning counters intrigue. Well, his intrigue is 1 and my learning is 6, so we're fine there. Intrigue counters martial. Well, his intrigue is 1. Okay, yeah, I'll take you on the game of chess, definitely. Accept. The greatest game, chess. Ishika's already waiting to begin our little chess match. Sat, waiting with a competitive grimace writ large across his features. We're neck and neck, though neither of us is even close to victory. You're not much of a strategist, are you? Chortles my opponent. Okay. Well, martial is countered by intrigue. We know he can never use intrigue against us. Yeah, so this is just the best option. We just choose martial every time. Our match marches on, Muhammad continuing with a robust attempt at a coherent strategy. We're neck and neck, though neither of us are even close to victory. I wish matters of coin were as easy as playing chess. I'd be swimming in silver. So can I see what he did last? No. Alright, I'm going to choose martial. Our match marches on, Muhammad continuing with several blandly standard moves. Naturally, my techniques cunningly foil my opponent. It looked like we could hover over it, but I guess not. Maybe that's just saying that's the word that we need to pay attention to. I'm in the lead for now, though neither of us is even close to victory. You know, chess is supposed to be about having fun, not just winning at any cost. No, we just choose the top option. Our match marches on, Muhammad continuing with several blandly standard moves, and we foil the opponent. Why are numbers always this hard? Chess needs you to think so far ahead, and I just can't. I'm going to choose martial. With a roar of triumph, I love the cheer. It's great. I surge to my feet, scattering pieces everywhere. The game of chess is mine. Another fine victory on my indisputable rise towards the king of games. A desolate Muhammad remains seated, hands on his haunches, trying to comprehend where he went wrong. So we can say, good game. And I gain stress because I'm arrogant. I can say, how does it feel to lose, little man? And we get closer to getting a rivalry with my brother. Or, I'd love to play again sometime. How does it feel to lose, little man? I guess I'll say to my brother. That seems like a very brotherly thing to say. Right. Yeah, sure, I'll go to your feast. We're not going to worry too much about the events there. We learned of Sultan Muhammad's murder secret. Oh, really? Well, that's interesting. Can I just reveal it? Expose. They would gain stress because they are shy? Yeah, I'm just going to expose the secret immediately. And he murdered this dude, who I'm very, worried about. But the reason I revealed it is I want people to dislike him. Puts him closer to death. Let's see here, nothing we need to do. Continue chilling. And how's your health looking? Poor. Do I want to face you in a board game? Yes, I accept. Now, we're only good at martial, so I'm going to choose martial. He seems to counter every stratagem. I choose martial. He won. You've made an enemy here today. We can just be rivals. I'd rather not. We'll see who wins next time, I guess is what I'm going to have to say. Or we could try and get a friendship. Let's at least try and get a friendship out of this. Yeah, we're closer to a friendship. My stress level did go up, but because we already had the hit, we don't get it again. Sure, I'll go on another feast. That's fine. Interesting conversation for learning and diplomacy, or he becomes my friend. We'll get a friend. Wonderful, and now we lose 40 stress and we get reinvigorating friendship, which gives us a health boost. Wonderful, so we actually got our stress back by doing that. Alright, he's 62, he's not quite dead, but it is the end of the episode. Thank you for watching, I'll see you next time. Goodbye.